Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this episode of Music with Nick. I'm super, super excited to do this. Today is an amazing day, very important for the jazz community. And we have the 100th birthday of our maestro, Miles Davis. And it's just a wonderful thing to think about. We're going to pay tribute to this wonderful musician. And I wanted to say thank you before I start with this entire thing to my wonderful father. I consider him like my dad, my own father, which was talking about Alexia's dad, of course, Mario, who basically wrote to me, "Hey, today's Miles Davis 100th birthday, and you should do something." And I'm, of course, it's literally the first thing that I'm doing. And thank you. I just wanted to thank you so much for all your love, all your inspiration, all your knowledge, in so many things about life and music, and just for also, I'm always fascinated what a great person Alexia is, and that obviously stems from her father. So what can I say? Thank you for creating such a wonderful person, and because she has such a wonderful soul, but also she's just wonderful, and I that comes from the parents. That's what. I just wanted to take this opportunity because for me, Mario is very, very important, because I never really had a father figure, very, very briefly. So I could almost say that I know Alexia's dad way more than my own dad. So as sad as that sounds, but it's true. So I have to kind of give credit where credit is due. But I just wanted to let you know that I love you very much. And this is dedicated to you, and also, of course, to your mom, who we just lost this year, who was also very close to 100 years. So it kind of has everything to do it. I was just thinking about this before making the video. It's wow, 100 years. And then Gita, she was my grandmother as well. So, okay, so let's start this off. Again, thank you so much for all the jazz community chiming in today. Thank you, because you're not that many. I can really count them on one hand. People that listen to jazz on this channel. Unfortunately, it should be more, and we've tried. But one person that comes to mind is Eric from Queens, and he actually just requested something very interesting. So I won't spoil it. But so let's talk about Miles Davis. So he was born today on May 26th, 1926. He would have been 100 years old today. It's amazing. But also something that I saw is he passed away just 2 days before my birthday. Not the year, but he passed away 8 days before Alexia was born, which is crazy. So, because she was born on October 6th, 1991, and he passed away September 28th, 1991. So maybe the genius of Miles Davis went into Alexia. Who knows? I'm just joking. But so we're going to do, I think, something that should be one of its most famous albums. I don't know the track. I haven't heard this particular track. I think I've heard So What. But I mean, these musicians on here, we got obviously Miles Davis on trumpet. We got Julian Cannonball Adderley on alto sax. And we got the amazing, the unique, the only John Coltrane on tenor saxophone. I think John Coltrane is my favorite jazz musician ever. And he has inspired one of my favorite guitar players. I guess that's what. Then we have the amazing Bill Evans, who's also gonna who's in 2028 is gonna be his 100th. Bill Evans on piano, and we got Paul Chambers on the double bass, and we got Jimmy Cobb on drums, and I think Jimmy Cobb. Oh no, he's also gone. Well, I think all of these people have since passed very young. Some of them in their 30s, 50s, 60s. It was just different times back then, I guess. Also very people were just looking after their health, I guess. But well, so this album here, Kind of Blue, I think it's his most. You can't really say it's his best album because maybe it's just his most successful. So that's the difference between. I always tend to, not get into when it says best of or this is the best. You have to listen to that. You kind of like. Maybe it's just the most popular. It's not the best work. It's like that. Even with rock bands, like a very good example is, for example, Kansas. There's such great epics like Song for America, but the best album is the one that has Dust in the Wind because it's a hit, So that's how that works. So I kind of like tend to I shy away from that's the best work. But we're going to do all blues featuring these amazing musicians. And I love that this song is 11 minutes and 32 seconds. And yeah, it does say, I mean, we have to give credit where credit is due. It says Kind of Blues regarded by many critics. Okay. You know what I think about critics as David's masterpiece, the greatest jazz album ever recorded. So that's obviously a very bold statement, but I don't know. You would really have to. I think the listeners are the ones who know best. I think critics are critics, but listeners, real musicians or listeners, the aficionados, the people that spend hundreds of hours listening to an artist, I think they're gonna know what is the best album. We should know. We should have to ask them. And some of you are in the comments, so let me know what you consider the best Miles Davis album, or what do you think is the overall best jazz album ever recorded. Let's see what we come up with. But again, not to make this too long, again, thank you so much for being here. If you enjoy this content, please like it, leave a comment below. And if you love the content, then of course subscribe. Thank you. So let's start it off here with All Blues. And again, thank you so much and enjoy. All right, so here we go with All Blues from the Kind of Blue album 1959. Here we go. Amazing how strong this this track starts, like already building the tension, and the drums, doing the brushes, and just the bass. It's basically the bass and the piano and the drums starting off, and then harmonizing immediately. The two sax players, I think. I'm not really sure. If it was Miles and John harmonizing, and then the melodies being played by the second sax, but just wonderful, like just it's just amazing. Yeah, it's Miles playing the melody, so the two saxes are harmonizing. saxes, stereo, and you got Miles in the middle. Beautiful. Instrumental music is so important. That harmonic there. Yeah, that's definitely the alto, so that's Julian here. Wait a minute. That's Miles. Let's see. I've no idea. Look at the sheet music. Oh, it's just the chords. Okay. That's amazing. Let's see who's next. I think that was Miles. Yeah, that's an alto. So that's Julian's. So cool. This music is so unique. Ooh, beautiful arpeggio. I love that Miles Davis said that he'd rather play without chords, so he has more freedom. See, when you make a statement, the repetition. It's so funny when I hear people talk about jazz, that they're playing random notes. It's like the funniest stuff. There's nothing random about this music. It's all very coldly calculated. It's real mastery. Solo, the way he improvises so melodically. Amazing. Ridiculous. Okay, John Coltrane next. Those chords are ridiculous. No Evans. It's just a different time. Amazing. Beautiful, beautiful tempo, the drums. Hear the way he plays these beautiful blocks of chords. And it's never too much. I think it's never too wild. It's beautiful. With this music, you can pretty much only wonder how they got to this point, you know? It's just magic. That's what it is. The way they play this harmony with 3 horns. But just for a couple of seconds. There we go again. So wonderful. What a track. I wish this was just 40 minutes longer. All blues. A little bit of Miles, more of Miles. Wow. It's amazing. Just amazing. All right. So, I mean, what can you say except what's happening is masters at work, doing what they love. It's just an amazing track. So, I just wanted to add something real quick. So yesterday, on May 25th, 2026, this jazz legend, I'm going to explain real quick. So, we just lost one of the greats, Sonny Rollins. And remember the movie The Terminal, where Tom Hanks is basically looking for he's looking, there's a photograph that's called A Great Day in Harlem, and it's a photograph of 57 jazz musicians. And the father of the character that Tom Hanks plays had all the autographs. The last one that was missing was Benny Goldson, and actually Mario gave us a autographed CD with Benny Goldson's autograph. So unfortunately, we lost all of them yesterday. Everybody on that picture has now passed away. So that's just something that I wanted to add. And that was what that movie was about the autographs of those jazz musicians. So we lost the last one who was in the picture yesterday, Mr. Sonny Rollins. Incredible. Thank you so much again for being here. If you're made it this far, then you're a real jazz fan, and I obviously congratulate you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. And again, thank you so much, Mario, for staying in touch with me. And also, this last information was provided me in real time by Mario. So thank you. I love you all. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.